Good to see him back. It was a scary-looking collision into the end boards in Dallas the last time we saw him. Dean Chisholm gets one through, and that's blockered out of play by Gibson. The Wild send it the length of the ice right on net. Gibson makes the play, and now room through the middle of the ice for Troy Terry. Releases on the puck and then trickles one. Didn't have a lot on it. Off the stick of Gustafsson. And then you add Jared Spurgeon to the mix. He's a guy who's kind of a free-form rover, if you will, in the offensive zone. Longtime Minnesota captain went to the bench for a change, and now Bogosian floats one through off of Gibson and just wide.
Back to that near miss, and it was Kaprizov that got a tip on that puck. John Gibson was able to fight it off just enough. And a slip between the arm and the body of Gibson, and just outside of the post, underneath that glove, and just misses by.
Made it here nonetheless. Farber swings it around, and here comes Ryan Hartman. The veteran goes wide on the right side, got it on net, and it came through Gibson and knocked out of the crease behind it. Popped loose, Killorn feeds the line. Fowler turns away as he's pressured out high by Devin Shore. Drops it off. Gudas got it through off of Gustafsson to the corner. And it's jammed up the wall and out. Fowler unable to keep it in as Shore knocks it back. And here's McTavish. He hit the goal post.
Oh, boy. McTavish does a great job of exiting the offensive zone, keeping on side.
On this one, and the goal post keeping McTavish from scoring. Rossi does well to take it off his skate, get it to his stick, then separated from the puck by Drew Hellison. Around the perimeter, Bogosian tees it up, and that's kicked out by Gibson for the league lead in scoring first. This one comes off the end boards and is swatted right into the goal crease and kicked, literally kicked out of the crease by Gibson.
In this opening period tonight, this defenseman Brian Dumoulin makes it tough on Gibson right there.
As Gustafsson pushes this one away from his goal crease, and Kaprizov headmans for Rossi. Across the line, Marco Rossi drops it off. Boldy hooks it back to him, and here's Kaprizov trying to stuff it from behind the net, and Gibson gets to the post to his left and freezes it down.
Real good job by the goaltender there, and he's got the stick also there to cover up the puck.
Marco Rossi to take the draw against Lundestrom, and with a new stick, he's able to win it. Around the boards, it's kept in by Kaprizov. Snaps it over. Boldy thinks better of taking the shot. All alone at the far post, it's Rossi. Gibson got a piece of it, but he didn't get it all, and it's 1-0.
Yeah, it's Kaprizov again that makes that pass. Kind of threads the needle. He caught the Ducks in their diamond a little bit spread out. He just kind of chops his puck up and over the pad of Gibson. Watch this pass by Kaprizov. You can see Radko Gudas was caught a little bit high above the hash mark. Kaprizov said, you know what, I'll just zip it down to Rossi, and top shelf right under the bar for Marco Rossi. Not much that John Gibson can do about that. That is a pretty pass.
I hope one day we don't look at hockey and think it's just for boys anymore, and that Pro League is really doing that.
Well, here's a chance for Lacombe, and a whistle as Gustafsson is able to freeze it down. One of the best chances of the night, and Lacombe coming very close to tying things up.
In the medal, the impact that it had on the game.
Pass right up the middle, and Hellison coming back, pestering enough to keep Boldy from being able to get it past Gibson.
There's that chemistry again between Kaprizov.
There's a chance at the other end. Leeson in, and it's Gustafsson's turn to turn him away.
Chance. Brett Leeson with a real nice move to get in.
Well, things are opening up a little bit, Brian. We talked about it earlier. And a couple of end-to-end rushes, and Rossi had a chance but just couldn't handle the pass cleanly. Now a pile up in front of Gibson, and it ricochets in off the back of the Anaheim netminder.
Puck changes direction. It's thrown towards a pile of players in front. John Gibson doesn't know where it is, and inadvertently ends up knocking it back into his own net. Watch as he spins around. Back of that left heel nudges that.
This is Jones trying to bring it out of the corner, and Zellweger just took it back. Jones right on the goal line, walks it into the crease, and it's loose to the left of Gibson.
We actually are the first brother-sister duo to play professional hockey ever, I think. And I'm the first woman to play a non-goalie position pro.
Oh, wow. Boldy with a slam dunk on a nice passing sequence by the Wild. It's now 3-0 Minnesota.
It has gone downhill fast. And John Gibson is left alone. And Matt Boldy, they're not going to get any easier than that. Again, is Kaprizov protecting the puck. They just pass it around the Ducks. Not a lot of bodies being taken, and the Sticks unable to intercept those cross-ice passes. When you can move the puck laterally twice.
Week or so. Leeson carries into the Minnesota zone, draped by defenders, sneaks it through. Oh, and McGinn tried to go high short side. Did Gustafsson get a little piece of that?
I think he did. Here, watch as he gets the puck over the blue line, and he just zips that little backhand pass.
Oh, and the post.
McGinn's trying to go up top. Catches a little.
Cam to center, and Vetrano and he bring it across the line. Gudas through the middle is the trailer. Good passing, good save by Gustafsson, loose, and Strome unable to convert. He couldn't kick it up to his stick. The Anaheim penalty box door is open as we get another look at that Strome chance. He kicked it up. It was the stick of the defenseman. Is that Spurgeon who kept that out?
Yeah, it was Spurgeon that got in there.
And the Ducks will escape the zone. Lacombe headmans, 10 seconds in the period. Killorn gets it back on a give and go with Lundestrom in front, and Isaac redirects it to the corner.
Their top players that are in the lineup are the difference makers. It's not the depth players that are getting it done for them.
Yeah, their best players have been their best players. Boldy looking for a hat trick. It's loose and converted on the rebound. Kaprizov is there to make it 4-0.
That stands out for me. Watch Foligno in front of the net. I mean, it makes all the difference in the world for goalies when they don't see that original shot. And I don't know if it was Kaprizov that got a touch on it or Foligno that got a touch on it, but that puck changes direction at the last second, and then you see both Foligno and Kaprizov.
Affiliate, the Iowa Wild, that plays in Des Moines, as evidenced by their lineup here tonight. As the Ducks finally get on the board.
It's a redirect from right in front of Gustafsson. It's Fowler who just kind of wrists it towards the net.
And McGinn, I think, got to be
in front of the goal. Leeson does a good job of hanging on to that puck, and this time it's two players in front of the net. McGinn is going to get a touch right off the shaft of the stick. Watch this. And he just kind of bunts it past the blocker of the goaltender, Gustafsson. Simple play.
Zellweger snaps it over for Vetrano. Under a minute to go in the power play. 2 minutes to go in the game. Right on the doorstep. McTavish trying to convert. Zellweger hands it off. Vetrano, nice kick save. Rebound, Lusso. Oh. And he stretches the left leg out to Rob Killorn.
Back to that stop moments ago. This is amazing. And there's one good save. And the puck's going to end up down low, and it hits his stick. He just swings around. I don't know if it's a stick or his pad. We'll get a look at it here, but this is just an amazing stop by Gustafsson. Watch this. Killorn waits. Oh, it's the pad.
Yeah, he got his pad on it.
Look at his back. His
misses off the end boards. Lacombe will be first to it. The penalty to Hartman will expire in 5 seconds. As Lacombe loses it in the neutral zone, and it's sent into the empty net by Yakov Trenin, his first of the season, and it'll officially be a short-handed goal.
And then Jackson Lacombe, we got a feel for him. He just...
John Hines was talking about wanting more out of Trenin. Well, he finally got a little more out of him. Final minute of play as the Ducks wind it around. Chisholm got it in front, tipped right on by Reese Johnson. And he will skate away the final seconds, and this one is in the books tonight at Honda Center. Minnesota with a 5-1 victory.